Last night we had the worst commercial airlines tragedy in America since 2009 when an American Airlines flight with 60 passengers and 4 crew members collided with a Blackhawk helicopter that contained 3 soldiers while attempting to land in Washington, D.C. And as of this morning's press conference, there's believed to be no survivors. U.S. and Russian figure skaters, their coaches, and families made up the majority of those 60 passengers, with many of those being children. Currently, we do not know what caused the accident. It, of course, is being investigated, but speculating on that would be ill-informed, especially if you're, the President of the United States. But that certainly didn't stop him from posting on Truth Social last night, seemingly blaming the pilots, either of the helicopter or of the plane or of both. Don't worry, he said worse during his press conference this morning. What do you think he blamed for this accident during his press conference? If you guessed DEI, you win.
The FAA is actively recruiting workers who suffer severe intellectual disabilities, psychiatric problems, and other mental and physical conditions under a diversity and inclusion hiring initiative spelled out on the agency's website. Can you imagine?
Incidentally, the policy that's being talked about in that article isn't some new DEI program. It's a program that's been in place for over a decade, as in during his last presidency. But hey, as long as he's looking to point fingers, I think this breaking news about that plane crash popping up over this article, Trump fires heads of TSA, Coast Guard, and GUTS Key Aviation Safety Advisory Committee, that happened 8 days before this, is relevant. And I'm not saying that's responsible, because we don't know. But as Sean Hackett put it, if a Democrat fired 100 FAA employees and put a freeze on hiring air traffic controllers 8 days before an airport plane crash, there would be a right-wing and media frenzy for weeks. For fucking weeks. Oh, and let's not forget Elon Musk. FAA administrator quit on January 20th after Elon Musk told him to resign. Remember, Elon Musk is a high-ranking government official now. No one voted for him, but he still is. And when a tragedy like this happens, government officials, again, should have a certain measure of decorum. So at 1:30 in the morning last night, as what was originally rescue efforts were being put together, what do you think Elon Musk was posting on Twitter?
We will plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
This is what victory feels like.
Tone deaf as fuck. And I'm not saying that either one of them are responsible for this. We don't know yet. What I am saying is Donald Trump has a history of wanting to tear things down without having any kind of solution or replacement in mind. He wants to get rid of the Affordable Care Act, but only has concepts of a plan when it comes to American health care. What I know for certain is this morning, the families of 67 people are having the absolute worst day of their lives. And Donald Trump just pointing fingers certainly doesn't help.